All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So, obviously, a pretty crazy day in regards to New York Jets football. Joe Douglas is out as general manager of the team. Quick little side breaking story here. Phil Savage is going to be taking over as interim general manager to take over the day to day, week to week. Obviously, from here on out. But we're going to be looking for a new GM. We're going to be looking for a new head coach. We're going to be compiling and constructing a brand new coaching staff this offseason. But according to Connor Hughes of SNY, it's looking like we're going to be searching for a new quarterback as well. Because again, according to Hughes, and by the way, I'll leave the video link down below in the description box so you can go check it out. I highly recommend it. He goes on to say that it's looking like Aaron Rodgers' tenure with the Jets is going to be over. And he was talking about how when Aaron originally picked the Jets, there was that sense of familiarity. He wanted that familiarity. He wanted something that he already knew. And, with Nathaniel Hackett already being a part of the organization at that time, and the Jets essentially making a full court press to bring in like all these former Packer players, off the top of my head, we had Billy Turner, Tim Boyle, Randall Cobb, Adrian Amos, Alan Lazard, right? There was a big push for guys that Aaron knew and had connections with. You also kind of felt like the whole Dalvin Cook acquisition was also a big, part in Aaron had a big say in that. And then obviously this season, the Jets traded away a conditional 3 that could jump to a 2, but it's looking like it's going to be a 3rd round pick in 2025 next season. And took on the entire Davante Adams contract, a former Packer player with connections to Rodgers. Hughes points out that, hey, if it's a new general manager and it's a new head coach, there's going to be a shift here, and Aaron could very well find himself playing for a new team next season. But this is kind of my 2 cents on it. It is what it is. It is what it is. I think if you look at the names on paper this season, Davante Adams, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, AVT, Morgan Moses, Tyron Smith, CJ Mosley, Quincy Williams, Sauce Gardner, Michael Carter, DJ Reed. I mean, these are some really good football players here. And the Jets have 3 wins. They are 3-8. Not to mention all the other issues within the organization, like game planning and accountability and zero discipline and leadership and all these different things. 3-8 is not anywhere that you want to be. So I got to be honest, if you're just asking me personally, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the Jets looking for a new quarterback next season. Now, I'll say this, that next quarterback idea, whoever it is, I mean, there's so many unknowns. Who's going to be the general manager? Who's going to be the coach, the OC, the play caller? What kind of offensive system are we going to run? What's the cap situation going to be looking like? Are we going to move off some players to clear up more cap? Is it going to be the veteran route? Is it going to be the first round route? Whatever it is, that quarterback needs to be put in a position to have success. I don't want to see another Zach Wilson situation or a Sam Darnold situation or a Geno Smith situation where, hey, if it's a young guy coming out of the draft, it's immediately anointed as the savior and you're starting right away, and it doesn't really matter the pieces on the O-line or the pieces at wide receiver or the coaching staff in place. You're playing because you're popular and that's it. Like, there needs to be a solid plan in place for this next quarterback. Now, other good news, Tyrod Taylor did sign a 2-year contract. It was huge when that news broke because we have that insurance policy, right? That plan B for 2025 in the event that something like this were to happen. So it's nice to know that we do have someone who can fill in, snag wins, take care of the football. He's a great teammate, well respected across football. And we could also bring up Jordan Travis, right? We'll see what he has, and obviously he's dealing with injury, lower body, broken leg to end his collegiate career, which sucked. Of course, there's a lot of unknown there, but he's still an option, right? I mean, just throw this out there, right? Jets select a quarterback in the first round. Take your pick on whoever it may be. Jalen Milroe, Shedeur Sanders, Cam Ward, whoever you like. You have... We'll just take Cam Ward, for example, right? The Jets quarterback room next season or going into training camp, Cam Ward, Tyrod Taylor, Jordan Travis, and we can bring in someone else and have a 4-man quarterback competition. Is that the worst place in the world to be in? I don't think so. And again, this is me just being honest here. And yeah, it would be nice if we didn't have to talk about this, right? If the Jets were in contention, if we were getting great quarterback play, if we, didn't have a bunch of finger pointing and, we were, we weren't however many games in the hole at 3-8. It would be nice to have Lamar Jackson or Jared Goff or Josh Allen or Pat Mahomes or Justin Herbert or any Joe Burrow, any of these great quarterbacks, but it's not in the position that we're in. Clearly what's happening this season is not working, and it's not, it's not just a slight disappointment. No, Douglas, Woody, they all went all in. All these 1-year contracts, 3-8. It's not getting it done. So because of that, I'm all in favor of looking for the next guy. But with that said, that next guy at the quarterback position has to be put in a position to have success. Again, whether it's a veteran, whether it's a first-round pick. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section on this. Obviously, crazy day. And I'm assuming a ton of reports are going to be coming out from multiple reporters on what went wrong and, this person's side of the story compared to that person's side of the story. And I think there's going to be a lot of reports incoming within the next couple of weeks. So be on the lookout for that. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. And as always, go Jets.